Hey everybody, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another video. Got some cool things, heavy rotation going on right now. Got a lot of exciting things happening in life right now. That being said, I've been really busy, so this is a middle of the day video. I never do these because my kids are in the house running around playing and screaming, so you might hear some of that. That is life. That happens around here. When you work from home, that's kind of what happens. So got a lot of cool stuff. Got some grails as usual. Got some a lot of bootlegs in this one, actually. A lot of cool bootlegs like Pink Floyd, Zeppelin, Iron Maiden, AC/DC, stuff like that. Some cool ones. And then I got some, like, it's all over the place. Got some jazz, to anything from jazz to AC/DC bootlegs. So anyways, this is one of the ones I'm most excited about. Oh crap, hold on, there's another one I'm really most excited about. Here we go. These are all over the place. Woo-hoo-hoo. African rock. So this is by Akira Ishikawa and his Count Buffaloes. African rock. So he has, I think, a couple other records. Phenomenal. This is some people call it a promo, some people call it a test press, but the earliest promos came with a solid white label. This is really killer, like jazz funk. African rock is not a good assessment of what this sounds like. It is like jazz funk, but it's amazing. This is an original Japanese press. A friend of mine was selling some things off. It was kind of one of those situations where he was selling some records to pay for another record, and so he let this one go. I told him, I said, if you ever decide to sell this, let me know, because I knew he's the only person I knew who had one, and it is absolutely killer. I got clips of it up on my Find This Record Instagram. So I have a record called I have an Instagram called Find This Record. I actually have a YouTube channel called Find This Record as well, where I upload albums that have never been uploaded before. So anyways, this is one called Samurai. This is first Japanese press. This is amazing, hard rock prog type thing. I've had to reissue this for years and years and years. Another buddy was selling some things off and let this one go. The cover is amazing. It doesn't have the OB strip, but I'm fine with it. It's otherwise clean. Really, really killer record. Love it. Another one in that same vein. This is called Too Much. Pretty rare Japanese rock record. This one is, it's not one you see very often, but if you like Flower Traveling Band, Speed Glue Shinky, stuff like that. It's got, what's the track on here? It's called Love That Binds Me. And it sounds like Since I've Been Loving You, actually. My brain's all over the place. But it sounds just like Since I've Been Loving You by Led Zeppelin. But it's just a cool record. A cool Japanese hard rock record. This is another one that's really, really rare. This is called Rupa Disco Jazz. Very, very, very rare record. It's been reissued. This is an original Indian press. It's like, this looks like it wouldn't even be good, but it is good. It's like real funky, out there, just like jazz funk. It's amazing, from India. So this is one of those grails from India. India doesn't have a lot of music that we know here, but there's a huge world of Indian music that there's some grails in there. This is one of the Indian grails. So there's another Indian grail, like probably #1 biggest Indian grail that I actually also got. It's on the way. So anyways, I previously didn't really have any Indian records in my collection, but there's like, I did have an Indian soundtrack, but like, you know, in India, like the one I got that's coming, it'll probably be on the next heavy rotation. It'll be one of the rarest records in my collection. It's called Atomic Forest, and it's mind-blowing psychedelic funk. I don't know, maybe just psychedelic. There's some funky things to it. They cover a Jethro Tull song, but the rest of it's like, anyways. But there's a lot of really cool Indian music out there, just like with any other culture. They did a lot of the genres we did here. Another one that I got that's really amazing is this Jackie McLean. Swing, swang, swinging, swing, swang, swinging. OG press with the deep groove and the ear and every little thing in there that makes it. The deep groove and the Blast-O-Light P and the RPG. You know, that's a poor Bill Cosby impression, but really great jazz record. I'm trying to get all the Jackie McLean's, which is a tough one, tough artist to complete everything, but incredible record. Yeah, original press, nice shape. Another one, Idris Muhammad, Black Rhythm Revolution. Every Idris Muhammad record I try to get, they're all amazing. Love him so much. Great instrumentation, great drummer, all that. As always, that's a really good one. I didn't have it. That came in the Florida collection. And as I'm still going through, like, when I got the collection, I kind of picked out the ones that I knew I was going to keep, put them on Discogs. Like, I put them in my Discogs account, and I have a whole cubby of those that I know I'm keeping. And then I still have like another 100 or so that I'm on the fence about, that I'm like, I don't listen to these, and we'll see if I keep them. So some of those are ending up in the shop. Some of them are ending up in the collection. This is one I knew I was going to keep. And I actually talked about it in that the collection, but I didn't have time to really go into depth. This is an incredible record. Roland Young, Isophonic Boogie Woogie. This is amazing. Look at the sleeve, the label on that. The cover just really is a really good indication of what it is like. Let's see. So, that's the back. Look at that back cover. Came out in 1980, and it's like a really sweet blend of like jazz and like it's like a little bit avant-garde, and at the same time there's like synthesizers and like weird horn instruments that are run through phasers and pedals and stuff. It's like crazy out there. That's my son drew the cover, and so that's his render of that. Really nice. But I've been listening to this a little bit lately. It's just like there's parts that are really, really soothing, and parts that are just like crazy and wild. I got clips on this on my Instagram as well. This is a cool one. I went to Goodwill the other day, and so at Goodwill, we all know we're not finding any like Led Zeppelin records at Goodwill, because they know they pull that stuff out. Anything that looks like it could be good, they pull out. And they, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but they don't put like good records out anymore. They put it on that Goodwill.com to be auctioned off. And so you can't really, unless you get some lucky and somebody messed up, you're not going to find any good records at Goodwill. It's just not going to happen. Unless it's some weird record that slips through their fingers, and they think there's no way that's worth anything because it looks terrible. And those are the records that are... So this is a really cool one. It's called Blue Backbone by the Woodall Brothers Band. I'd never seen this before, didn't know what it was, but I assumed with that cover it was going to be a gospel record, because this is one of those generic covers that, like, if they were wanting to put this record out, they didn't care what the cover looked like, so they used this as a stock cloud image, and then they just put the number on it and put it out. Super small run probably, but I did not know what this was. So I was like, probably a gospel record, but it says the Woodall Brothers Band. It doesn't say so-and-so and his orchestra. It doesn't say Brothers 4, quartet or whatever. It says Woodall Brothers Band. Okay, and then the name of it's Blue Backbone. That sounds kind of cool. So I was like, So I read the back, and none of the titles were gospel. So I was like, screw it. It's a band, private press, I'm buying it. Took it home, listened to it, and it's freaking amazing. Really killer, like funk rock. So I looked it up. Looks like in this condition it's probably worth like $75 to $100, but it's still cool. But you can't stream the whole album anywhere. There's a couple tracks on YouTube. I'm gonna rip the whole thing and put it on my YouTube later on down the road. But kind of cool Goodwill story. You know, they're still out there, but the only ones that you're gonna find are gonna be stuff like that doesn't look good, but is good. This is one called Christy Agba Advice. I didn't know much about this. A friend of mine was selling it. I listened to it, and it is so funky. Really, really killer African funk. I think this record would be worth more and a lot better if there were no vocals on it. The vocals are not great, but the funk in the background are really funky. Original press from probably Nigeria, I would assume. Nigeria or Ghana. So, pretty cool. And then... same haul, I got this Akwasa in the Groove. That's kind of a, usual. Sorry, I got a piece of paper down here. I was going to show you This is one of those that most people know about in the African scenes on the Clover Records. A lot of things on this Clover Sound label is pretty good. That's one I've been kind of after. Grabbed that one. And then a friend of mine that I got that stuff from, he threw this one in. I don't even know how to say this. It's Chidi Ogbana, whatever. Anyways, if you want to hear it, I can't pronounce it. If you want to hear it, it is on my Find This Record YouTube. I ripped it and put it on there because it's a pretty good African rock record. This one is called Miles of Smiles. There's a lot of things that I didn't know about and I just found and took home and enjoyed. This is really cool. It's a Christian record, like a gospel, but it's like really crazy. It's got like psychedelic stuff on it, synthesizers, all that. I'm pretty sure you can listen to this online. I'll make sure. If you can't, then I'll rip it. But it's really, really cool. It doesn't look like it would be good, but it is. It's like it's got like a lot of funky type stuff. Really good. Another one, I'll throw this one. This one fits more with the pattern. This is an original press of Grant Green, the Latin Bit. Pretty clean copy. You don't hardly ever see them this clean. There's a couple little paper scuffs, but nothing too bad. Really clean first press of that. I try to get all the first press Grant Green stuff, so that's good. At the shop, we have a new manager. His name's Logan. I'll try to get him on a video at some point. He's awesome. He's making my life so much easier, and I am very thankful for him. But anyways, he's all into like stoner doom metal stuff, which I dabble in, but whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think he likes King Gizzard that much. He likes a lot of the heavy Psych Sound and Rod Neasy stuff. He loves All Them Witches and Sleep and stuff like that. You know the type. But anyways, he was playing this, and I was like, I've got to get me that. So this is Electric Ladyland Redux on Magnetic Eye Records, and it's basically all these doom stoner bands that cover Jimi Hendrix songs. So I got one for myself. You got All Them Witches, Super Chief, Heavy Eyes, Earthless, a bunch of these I've never heard of, Mothership, King Buffalo, Elder. I like Elder a lot. But anyway, it's just kind of cool. And there's a bunch of different ones of these that, like, there's a Black Sabbath one and a Pink Floyd one, I think, and the Jimi Hendrix one, where all these modern doom stoner bands cover all these classic rock songs. It's really, really cool. This one, I was like, rarely do I hear something I'm like, I got to order that for myself. That one's a good one. Friend of mine, Garrison, if you're watching this, I know you're not because you don't love me anymore. But a friend of mine, we go way back, right? In the early days of collection records, we were there. And he would collect jazz and like he started collecting jazz more recently, but we were always collecting bootlegs and things and swapping and trading and all that stuff. And anyway, so he always was really heavy into Porcupine Tree, which I never understood. I don't really like Porcupine Tree that much. I hear it and I can appreciate it that it's good, but whatever. It's one of those things I know that I need to spend more time with it. And I know that a lot of people that have similar taste to me love Porcupine Tree. So it's something it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I've not spent enough time with it. Okay. The albums that I've heard haven't really grabbed me real hard, but he just traded me in. I think he's wanting to just keep like one copy of everything, but he's one of those people that will collect different variants of stuff. And so he traded in one of everything of Steven Wilson and Porcupine Tree. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take this time to listen to all this stuff. And I am enjoying the Porcupine Tree stuff, but surprisingly, I'm enjoying the Steven Wilson stuff better. Not to say I don't like the Porcupine Tree, but this record, which I know this was a huge deal when it came out pretty recently, Steven Wilson to the Bone, is freaking amazing. I really, really enjoyed this. Really got that ambient feel to a lot of it. You can still hear the Porcupine Tree, because he's a huge part of that, obviously. But man, it's just good. It's just good. Really, really good. Ethereal, folky. I don't know. I don't even know how to but it's on the ambient side. But I really like this record. I've listened to it a couple times. It took me by surprise, to be honest. I got some bootlegs I'm going to show, but this one is a friend of mine that runs a label he gave me this. This is a compilation of West African funk. And so the friend is Daniel. He runs Riding Easy Records. He's a very, very good friend of mine, but he said this was his label before Riding Easy, and it's called Aphrodisiac Records. And this was the first thing he ever put out on vinyl. So he gave it to me. Really, really nice of him. So I'm excited to listen to this. But he's been a really huge help as I've been going through and trying to figure out how to sign people and like where to go after that, like how to do all the transfers and the mastering, and like you gotta like make the lacquers and all this stuff. It's so much to get just a record put on vinyl. It's insane. And like that's the one thing that stopped me from doing a label for so long, is I don't even know where to start with that stuff. I have no idea who to call, what they do. So he's been really good. There's a couple of guys that have been really helpful and willing to share the trade secrets and things like that. He's been he's been a really good go-to guy on a lot of that stuff. But that being said, the label is going great. I've got already 2 records that have signed the contracts on that are both amazing records, and I can't tell you what they are yet, but that I have talked about them both at length on my YouTube channel. And when I do announce it, you guys are going to freaking love it, because neither of them have ever been reissued, and they're not available on streaming or anything like that. So both of those are going to be really, really huge. Going to be huge. All right, so I got some bootlegs I'll show you guys. This one is, so Logan, I was telling you, that works for me now. He formerly worked at a record store in Wilmington called School Kids. School Kids is kind of I think the first guy, he was telling me is there's a few different School Kids records and they're not affiliated. So the first guy that started a School Kids record, he left it up and says anyone can start a School Kids records as long as it's a record store in a college town. So that's why there's so many School Kids records everywhere. But he worked at the one in Wilmington, and the guy that is one of the, I think he's a co-owner or the owner or something, his name's Steve, and he is awesome. Really, really nice dude. And he gave me these bootlegs. He just came, he's like, I know you like Led Zeppelin. I got these bootlegs. I thought you might want them. And so I was like, yes. So I have some of these I don't, but I don't have these versions. So like, bootlegs come in different covers, colors, all that stuff. This is a Mudslide, one of the best Zeppelin bootlegs. This is just a black vinyl one on a plain, but really incredible. One of the best Zeppelin bootlegs there are. This one is On Stage in Europe. I don't have that one with that cover, so that was nice of him. I didn't even look at the vinyl on this one. It could be something crazy. Yeah, it's on World Records. What's the next one here? We got Live in Japan, Cellar Full of Noise. This is a really cool one, and I've had this one in the past, but I don't currently have it. So this is Osaka, I believe. Yeah, this is Osaka. And it is one of those weird ones, if you listen to it, the tape's a little fast. So to add more songs to it, like more of the recording to it, they sped the tape up a little bit so they could fit more on it without making it a double LP, which is so stupid. That's what they did. And so you have to adjust the speed on your turntable to a little slower if you can. So I've got like an Audio Technica over here. I can slow it down a little bit to listen to this and enjoy it, but it's just one of those, just weird, Another one is this Live in Seattle, 1973 tour. Let's see what this is looking like. It's just a blank label, black vinyl. Really, really cool one. That's kind of an essential one. And this one is this. Oh man, this is cool. It's the Earl's Court. So that's the. It's supposed to wrap around like that. So that's the back cover. But man, that's really, really sweet. Special thanks to Wizardo. But that is a cool cover. So it's supposed to go like this. I'll just show you. It wraps around like that, and then you guys can put a sleeve over it. But very, very cool. So Steve, if you're watching this, probably not, but I appreciate it. All right, we're gonna zip through some bootlegs over here. I got some really, really cool ones. The number one that I've been listening to this one a little bit is this one. I just got it. It's really rare, limited edition. It's called BBC Suites. It's limited to 160 copies. This is number 23. So it's on this wicked pink vinyl. It's pink splatter. Look at this thing, man. That is crazy. Look at that cover. So it's BBC stuff from 1970 and 1971. Really, really cool. Great. Like, those are both really, really nice recordings. It's got the, you know, fake Japanese OB strip on it. I just love this so much. So actually, don't tell anybody, I have a couple extra copies. They're not that pink vinyl. They're like a clear splatter type thing. That I'm going to be doing a Whatnot stream next Tuesday. So if you're watching this now, it's probably Wednesday. So in 6 days from now. So you want to follow me on Whatnot and all that stuff. I haven't been doing a lot of Whatnot stuff just because I've been so busy and it's kind of taken the back burner. But yeah, if you want to get your hands on one of those. And this, my son drew, he's been drawing my records, so he drew that one as well. So he's got the OB strip. I said, son, what does that say? He said, cow? I don't know. He said, ow. He said, cow? I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. That's what he said. I'm like, well, you know, it's not really Spanish, but any language he doesn't understand is Spanish to him. So anyways, it's just funny. What else? So I've got some other ones. I got a lot. This is another one on the same, in the same realm. This is Masters of the Space. Look at that UFO with the OB strip. This one's so sick. And it's a double LP. This is number 20 out of 200. You see right there. So this is live in Germany, November. What year is this, man? Hold on. November 1970. So that's pretty dope. I haven't listened to this yet, but I just got it the other day. Double LP, just nasty looking splatter. Look at this. Two of them like that. Two of them like that. It's a double. Look at this one. It's got a little bit of red to it. So anyways, I need to listen to this stuff. I'm just so busy all the time. I don't always have time to listen to these records. But this one is called Waiting for the Next Attack. It is Iron Maiden. This was kind of an expensive one, but this is a limited edition to 165. I'll show you this. This one's so nasty. So gnarly. It's got this really awesome texture. I don't know if you can see the texture on there, but it's almost like a photo album or something. But look at that. Iron Maiden. Sounds pretty good. We listened to it at the shop the other day. It's like on a yellow vinyl. Very, very, very cool. Excited to have that one. This one is called Eddie Say Ciao Napoli. And this one is got like a really cool cover as well. It opens up like that. It's got the band inside. And then what does it do from here? Does it fold down? No, it's just got the records inside. But they're probably on some wacky, like blue and green vinyl, I think. But just look at that cover, man. Very cool. I'm not even usually an Iron Maiden guy, but lately I've been more into them. So I've been picking some things up that are just kind of weird. This one, I just thought I'd try out some of these booties. Booty bootlegs. This was on like a lilac colored vinyl. And it's got the fake OB strip. Look at that cover. It's just stabbing a brain. Hey, what you doing today, Carl or Eddie? Oh, nothing. Just stabbing a brain. This is brain damage in France. So he's damaging a brain. That makes total sense. Well, that's a good cover. I'll use that. This was called A Beast at the Beat Club. It's got a poster with it and everything. Pretty cool. Don't know much about it. This AC/DC is called Bad Boys in Rome. No, this is numbered out of 300. Pretty cool with Bon Scott on it. This one's called Rock Goes to College. Super dope. I did get a couple of these. Look at that green vinyl. Yeah, pretty cool. I don't see what even know what's. It's got a poster with it. Oh man, I need to listen to this stuff before I do a video on it. I sound like an idiot, but that's that. Then what else is in here? Any more? Oh yeah, this is a bootleg. This was very sweet. This is Storming. It's called Storming the Big Apple. Zeppelin, and it is a trifold. This is at Madison Square Garden, 1969, I believe, or is it 70? Yeah, 1970. This is recorded live in New York City, September 19th, 1970, the afternoon show at 2 p.m. So I know there's a couple for that date, but I think it's the first time that afternoon show has been put out. I think the evening show is out, but I can't really remember. Anyways, so that's that. Pretty cool. I guess I'll just do that later. What else? This is, Parliament. This is a super, super clean one with the sticker on it and everything. It's an upgrade for me. Got this one. It's called Lightning West Band from it's like a private press self-titled thing from North Carolina, South Carolina, something like that. And a bunch of these guys went on to be in the Marshall Tucker Band, or they left this band to go to Marshall Tucker Band. Pretty cool. It's in that same vein. A couple more African records for you. This is Fela. This is called Shuffering and Schmiling with the SH. I've never even seen this one before, but this is an original Nigerian press. So I thought I'd grab it from a friend of mine. And then this is one called Opo Topo, Riding Home. Just a cool, anything with a guitar like that on the front, African record, I'm picking it up. But anyways, thank y'all for watching this long video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing more better videos. I always promise you better videos, and you never get them. But you still hang with me because you're good people. So, but yeah, definitely, if you're on Instagram, follow the label. It's at Noble Record Label on Instagram. And we're just going to be posting like some of the updates of things coming out. We're going to have some things that is going to be up on streaming very soon that have never been available on streaming before, all that stuff. So stay tuned. Lots of cool stuff to come. See ya!